Hey everyone, CB3 here with another live update. You've worked your entire life and saved carefully and invested wisely, and now you're going to retire and you're going to start living on the money that you have invested. What is a safe withdrawal amount? And how much should you expect to be able to pull out of your accounts every month, and how long should that last? That's what we're going to discuss in this episode. Stay with us. So it's absolutely reasonable to expect that when you have accumulated a certain amount of money, that you should be able to replace earned income with passive income. The old phrase goes, well, I've worked most of my life to earn money, and now I expect my money to pay for the rest of my life. So I've worked for money early on, and now money's going to work for me in my retirement. And that's a reasonable expectation as long as the math is right. So let's start with a very basic concept. If you have $1 million portfolio and you withdraw 4% of that every year, that's $40,000. If you're used to living on $100,000, remember that you've got to have other sources besides your investments unless you want to reduce your lifestyle, which virtually no one wants to do. So if you're in a couple and each of you has $25,000 in Social Security benefits, that gets you right there to about $90,000, so you're very close. All right. During very good market years, you can take more than that. In fact, I encourage people to do that. Actually withdraw money from their account over and above 4% and set that aside in a money market, because now we can get 4.5% to 5% in a money market. You may say, gosh, you're actually saying I take money out of my accounts, which would lower your fees? Well, yes, because that's what's in your best interest. Because you don't want to have to pull on those accounts or withdraw from them when the markets are lower or when they're going down, because you don't know how long that's going to last. So I recommend, and certainly my wife and I have a substantial amount of cash outside of our investments because we invest more aggressively than almost every one of our clients. And the reason for that is because I'm looking at the markets all day long, including weekends and evenings. So I'm comfortable with that level of risk. But the point being, you want to have enough cash outside of your actual investment so that if we hit a drawdown, not even if, when we hit a drawdown in the market, that you'll have money to sustain your income level. But plan on withdrawing about 4% every year from your investments. Now, obviously, some aggressive accounts are going to allow you to pull more than that, more conservative accounts less than that. That's a wealth management issue, not so much an investment strategy issue. We covered that in a previous episode, so go back and check that one out. But I hope this was helpful. A good number, we believe, is 4% on assets. Can be higher in a roaring bull market. We've had some people say that, I feel comfortable taking 6 to 7%, and that's fine if you want to do that, but just realize some of that money you're taking out needs to be parked in some sort of static vehicle, a CD or a money market account, so that you have it there to live off of rather than pulling from your investments when they're going down in a period like 2000, 2008, or even the COVID period 2020. I'm CB3. That was another CB3 Live update. Hope it was helpful. We will see you in the next episode.